Hey, what's going on guys? Fabio Palvelli here with another video about the business side of design. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. Sit back, relax. It's going to be a great time that we're going to spend together today. Now, I often get messages from artists asking me how to deal with clients requesting quotations on closed end orders. In other words, those emails that sound a bit like this. Hi, we're looking for someone to make 4 images and we have a budget of $500. This is a typical email for anyone who is in the business of making renderings. But I guarantee you it happens also to those who make animations, motion graphics, graphic designers, you name it. Now, given that these customers are 95% of the time someone you rather want to lose instead of finding, I use these situations as opportunities to teach designers how to get closer to their clients. When a designer gets closer to their clients, the designer has a real shot at helping their clients making better design decisions, therefore increasing their clients' chance to realize a more successful project. Designers that manage to put themselves in these positions are more respected by their clients, and they're usually those who manage to get paid better also. This is the base upon which you can build a better service design business. So you need to know how to talk and how to position yourself closer to your clients so that you're not only considered an order taker, because this is what happens when clients treat you like this. You become an order taker. An order taker is someone that you can easily replace. Now, again, these types of clients are more often than not only shopping for the cheapest solution that they can find. Yes, there might be some exceptions, but based on my experience, this is very rare. Maybe the project that they're working on does not have a lot of value, or even worse, the project that they're working on has a lot of value, but they ran out of money, and the little money that is left, they're trying to squeeze out as much as possible from you. So if you're the designer that is going to get that commission, chances are you're in for quite a bit of trouble. At the same time, you should not miss out on the opportunity to train yourself, to learn how to deal with such situations. And who knows, maybe with a little bit of luck, even turn such cold leads into a hot one. Although that's not the main goal for this video. The main goal for this video is to learn how to communicate with your clients better. So the first thing that I would do is call them up, pick up the phone and start ringing. That is a task of its own, and you're not guaranteed to get an answer. When and if you get them on the phone, thank them for the email that they sent you and ask them to talk to you about their project. At this point, it's likely that you'll be presented with 2 scenarios. The first one is they'll tell you, no, we're not interested in talking to you. We got no time, we wrote you an email, this is our favorite means of communication, please send us an email, and that's the end of it. These are all red flags, things that should make you understand that the collaboration with these people might not be worth your time after all. If a client is looking to get some help with a project and they don't even have the time nor the will to discuss the project with you, is it really worth for you to be part of this? But anyway, one way to answer in these cases is to remain calm, be honest, be empathetic, and ask them, hey, you contact me about a project, I'm doing my good research to make sure to give you the best answer that you're looking for your inquiry, and that requires effort on both sides. Is this project not important to you? You can also afford to be mildly provocatory. Don't be passive aggressive, just be assertive and self-confident. Try to stimulate the conversation and see what happens. The second case scenario is that they might say yes, let's talk about it, or they might schedule a call so that the conversation might happen later on, but that's okay, that's great. You finally get a chance to talk to them about their project. Most designers will not go through the trouble to call their clients up. They'll just write an email and that's the end of it. Instead, by calling your clients, you're offering them an extra additional layer of professionalism and care, and this is something that they might not have expected. That's a great thing. Now, it's a given. They might not be interested in you trying to upsell them anyway, but it's okay. You still get to look professional to their eyes. The key here, when you get to talk to a potential lead, is to give them away something, but not too much. You want to ask questions. You want to gather as much info as possible about their project. Again, you're not selling, you're building the foundations upon which your client can trust you. Believe me, to clients, trust is a lot more valuable than the image or video quality that you can produce, because, clients understand trust more than the technical aspect of the job that we do. So you need to gain their trust if you want to help them making a better project. Now, you might think, okay, Fabio, but what about the limitations of the project itself? What about the 4 images for $500? How is that something that we can work with? How can we change that? In the past, I've already explained the concept of anchor, what is an anchor and what is a fixed variable. In the example of this email, we have 2 anchors. The first one is the amount of images that they require, 4, and the second one is the budget, $500. I usually tend to question what the client is asking all the time. I do not do it to challenge my client. I do it to let them understand that I probably care about their project more than they do. To do so, I use a technique called embrace and pivot. I've learned this from Chris Do at one of his workshops a few years ago. So what I do is I first embrace what the client is asking, and then I pivot it. Oh, you need 4 images? That is great. I can definitely do that. But let me ask you first a few questions to make sure that we're moving in the right direction. That is a great way to put your foot down and get the conversation going. At that point, I have a little bit of ground under my feet where I can pull the conversation towards me. I want the client to tell me how important this project is, what is the goal, what is that they're trying to achieve, what are the requirements, what needs to be done from a technical point of view, why do they need 4 images, is this a flexible aspect of the project? If not, how did they decide to go for those specific images? What was the criteria? Then after I gathered enough information, I use a bit of reverse psychology to let them understand whether or not the budget that they have available is anywhere near to what is actually needed to get the job done. Now, this is where you need to be creative and find your own words and find your own voice and define your own way in which you're going to talk to them. One way to go about it would be, for example, whoa, we're talking about at least a couple of weeks of work and you only have $500 available. At that point, the client will likely show their true colors. Some might ask for a real number. They'll ask you, okay, so how much do you think this is going to cost? Some others, they might not care at all. They'll do it, to try and negotiate your price down. They'll simply ignore anything that you have to say because maybe the price really is a fixed variable that they cannot change. Obviously, from an economical standpoint, it is easier to convert a lead that, say, has a budget of $10K into a $15K lead than to turn a lead of $500 into a $15K lead. That goes without saying. Low budget clients are usually the worst ones. I will never get tired of repeating this, but this is just the nature of being in business. I've had people in the past offering me 300 euros for 3 renderings, expecting me to work at least a week, and they thought I was mad asking for 4 times as much, and that was at the very beginning of my career. And I've had also people that paid 4K for 2 images with the delivery in 5 days. What I'm trying to say is not all clients are the same, and you cannot serve everybody. Sometimes you will win some other times you will lose some. But if you start talking and communicating with your clients like a true professional, instead of just writing emails hiding behind your computer, the more chances you will have to build the right mindset that will help you pushing your business to the next level. Thanks a lot for watching. My name is Fabio Palvelli. See you guys next time.